Okay, I basically just restarted it. Um, and hopefully it won't be as terrible this time. Um, so hopefully this time it's not going to be so dreadful. So, yay! Okay. Okay, good. That's all I need to hear. Whoop, is that it's working better already. Okay, all right. Let's actually get started this time. Yay! Okay. Wow, two sunnies in my chat. That means it's extra sunny today. Wow, that was not funny. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, yes. My work. So, on Instagram, I have been posting on and off about a new project I've been working on. I've coined it Midori Soldier, and it is a story that I've been working on I'm going to say a story that I made when I was in middle school. It was really, really bad, and it sucked. It was the worst. It sucked in every way possible. And I swore that I was gonna trash it and never come back. Um. Oh, hello, my two sunnies and new person, Doten Stuff Animations. I loved all three of you so bad. So sorry for my really embarrassing technical issues, but I'm glad we're back and ready for action now. Every time I stream, something happens to where I have to figure it out in the moment on stream because I'm just a girl. So anyway, story that I wrote in middle school. It sucked super bad. I swore that I would trash it and I would never come back to it again because it sucked that bad. Um, so it sucked so bad. And then I had been like thinking about it lately, and then I was like, yeah, but what if I did it and I made it good? And I like just made it good or whatever. So that's what I'm doing right now. I do actually have some like real plans for it, but I'm not going to reveal any of that. That's going to be just for me, um, for the time being. So hopefully something fun will come out of that soon. But right now, I'm just making character profiles. So I have a couple so far that you may have seen. Let's see which ones that the people may have seen. Oh yeah, I have my Skyra, Isabelle, not to scale, obviously, because she has a giant head. My Naomi, of course, I put these into like profile templates that I made on I made on Canva. My Sebastian one, my beauty, and then my new ones that I haven't posted yet. I've just posted a little bit about on my story. I have my Governor Dahlia one, which is exciting. And so my Governor Dahlia one, Governor Bunko, fun. Ooh, Lady Wreck, and there we go. Oh, and then we have Freya, a giant woman. So yes, these are new ones. I'm gonna make their profiles probably tomorrow or at least in the next couple days. Put them into their profiles on Canva and post those on Instagram soon. So that's my four, and now my next four. I'm gonna do well. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna try and finish all the governors right now. Then I'm gonna go and do all the subsequents, and then I'm gonna go and do all the like side characters that aren't part of the government. So like you'll have like I'm almost done with the governors. I have three more, I think. Um, then the subsequents, which are like governors in training, basically. I've only done 2 of those because I've done Naomi and Sebastian. So I'll do all the other ones of those, and then I have a bunch of side characters that aren't like government officials. So yay. Who are my favorite OCs? From this specifically, obviously I have a lot of favorites in general, but we're gonna stick to this to not confuse any new audience members. My favorite right now, I really love Naomi. She's very silly and very cool. Otherwise, Sebastian is my favorite. That's the real truth. Sebastian is my favorite. I love him so bad. I draw sketches of him all the time. I don't know. I love him so bad. I have no reason. I love him so bad. I just like his unique character design, and writing his story has been really, really cool because he's just such a unique character that I've written before. He's like sort of a kind of a spoof on like a trope. Like a lot of this, because it's like a comedy. Because it's like a comedy, there's a lot of like satire and like, oh, this person is like a spoof on this trope, and this person is a spoof on this trope, and this person, he's kind of like a satirical trope guy. So I don't know, love my trope man. So what can I say? Love my big trope guy. Anyway, so yeah, that's my guilty favorite. I lost my pen. So that's cool. So I lost my pen. So now we're going to move on to our next. Why is the tire sad? Is there a tire on here who's sad? I don't know, but I sure am tired, and I'm not sad, but I sure am tired. Guys, I lost my pen. I literally lost my pen 2 seconds ago. Oh my god. Is this too late for me to be doing this? I can't do any of this right, bro. Hold on. Oh my god. No, it was right there. I was literally using it. Oh my god. World's worst streamer. Wow, oh my gosh, I love tips. I would love tips and tricks. I love any tips. I love tips. All the tips I love. Yeah, any advice you guys have? The way the medium in which I am gonna write this story is a little bit unique and a little bit something I kind of just made up. So it's not a comic. It's not a like written story. It's I think it's something that's been done before, but it's not not as often done. So I'm gonna keep that under wraps. I'm gonna keep it under wraps because I don't want to jinx myself. I keep jinxing myself with comics, and I've written 1 comic and I've only written 6 episodes of it. So, what time is it? Oh, it's like 11:30. It's not probably that late, but it's late for me when I have work tomorrow. So, but it's fine. I'll make do. So we're gonna start doing the next governor. This governor is. I'm gonna pull up her sketch so I know what I'm talking about. Can you tell? My favorite thing is to put everything in one file, so it's all right here. It's very cursed and I shouldn't do that, but I like doing it. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna do her next. My fun fact is I don't know how to pronounce her name. It is a very rare kind of pasta. That's all that I know. Otherwise, otherwise I forgot her name. So I'm just gonna take this layer I'm essentially just going to crop her out, and by that I mean I'm just going to cut her out with the natural, um, with the natural system limitations. All right, so she's not a super major character in the story, but I like her a lot. Um she's kind of like she's big on dramatics. So the whole story takes place in these um six six no seven floating islands, and they hold the population of humanity, the last remaining humans, basically after the apocalypse destroyed the world. So last remaining humans are on these seven floating islands living in the sky, divided by sectors, all under one kind of council-esque rule of called it's collectively called Pangea. Um, and it's divided up into sectors. Each sector has a letter, and they all have a trade that they specialize in, so that they kind of work together, or they have to work together because they have to depend on each other. So they don't go to war, and they don't, get rid of the last humans that are on Earth. So the war and the apocalypse and the stuff actually is not that important. Um, Freedom Fairy. Hi, honey. I hope you're doing so good. Um, Thank you. I reworked her design a lot. So I'm glad I came upon something worthwhile. All right, my tablet screen is really really bright. So you tell I was watching Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I was watching Chainsaw Man. That's for sure. Um, my hot take is I don't really know where to start, and I usually don't. I'm gonna actually have her face the other way. I use a pretty big brush because I like is for just my bottom first sketch to be pretty to be pretty oh, pretty free form, pretty light. I usually start at the top, work my way down. I usually start really drawing really big. I'm not I Because I zoom in and zoom out all the time, my scales are always super off. So I tend to just oh, bye Sunny. Bye Sunny Sketches. Thanks for stopping by. Now we only have one Sunny here. We're one sunny down. That means it's a little less sunny here, but the sun is still shining. Hashtag. That was really corny. Sorry, chat. Um, so we're gonna start with, and honestly, with like body anatomy, I wholeheartedly tend to wing it. That's my truth. I'm gonna live my truth. Is that I completely and utterly wing my anatomy every time. I have these general shapes I tend to follow every time. Um, um, I have studied anatomy. I don't wish to do it again. It's kind of like I've been there, done that for me. So as long as it gets the point across, I don't really care that much. So she's a little bit of a tired, sluggish gal. We're gonna have a nice curve in her back because she's carrying the weight of all of her people. Now that I'm doing this in front of an audience, I'm like, what do I even do? Kind of wanted her like. She's wearing a really long dress, so I'm not really probably gonna draw her legs. I'll be honest. I'm probably just gonna do like a. Because, granted, she's just kind of wearing like a That's the honest truth. She's low key dressed like that. Um, this is the start. She's not that tall, so we're gonna shrink her down a little. Um, she does her. Oh, okay. Well, that defeated the purpose. She has her big giant hat. So she's the governor of Sector F, which is the arts district. Which is usually considered to be a non-vital district, but she says it's a vital district, and what she says goes. So her district is based a lot on like Italy, Europe, but also a little bit of like old Florida. So, but mind you, it's all very like sci-fi and in the future. So it's like if old Florida and Italy had a baby and that baby was born in space. And yeah, you guys are wondering what I was working on, and that's what I'm working on. Yeah. So trapezoid, and you're so real for that. I sometimes I don't do like anatomy studies. Sometimes I'll practice poses from like Pinterest pictures. I did a lot of contour training, so like in college, I didn't train on when I was, in art school, they didn't teach me on shapes. They taught me on contour, which helped me way more. Um, which basically training on contour on instead of focusing on like shapes and stuff is how to get the that sort of like nothing's really like an exact shape, so why waste all this time trying to get a shape out of something that we'll never have? Like nothing in creation has a very distinct shape. um so to keep things more natural, we kind of learned not with shapes and more with um just like lines, how they flow. So that's honestly often. So like a lot of times so I work in the theme park industry. If anyone didn't know, I work in the theme park industry down in Florida. And a lot of times I'll go like on my breaks or like on my days off, I'll go sit in like a theme park and I'll watch like people as they go by and I'll just draw them as they're like walking around. But not even as anatomy practice, but just sort of as like shape, kind of like, oh, what's the shape of somebody's shoulders? What's the shape that certain things kind of give off? Kind of stuff like that. I want her to have like really long hair. I wasn't gonna, and then right now I decided to do that. I never really decided on what she herself was going to be wearing. I just sort of pictured her in like a really long, kind of shapeless gown. Um, that's okay. You don't need, in my opinion, art school is amazing. The right art school is better. But also you don't need art school. Um, there are YouTube videos for everything. However, I learn best in a classroom. I do not regret going to art school. I wish I had gone to a better art school. There's a lot of art things I didn't learn that I wish I had learned. But now I get to just figure those out by myself. Hey. I guess I don't really need to be adding in all these little details, but she looks kind of like a grandma farmer, which was definitely not my intention. I want her to look kind of like She has like a fainting couch that follows her around. She's like that kind of person. She's very dramatic. She loves poetry, good and bad. Um, she loves the arts, obviously. She's from the art district. My fun fact is that the person she picked to be next in line for governor after she dies, basically, um, or I guess decides to resign. I don't know. Um, basically, um, she, sorry, the person she picked to be governor after her, after she either dies or resigns, she's not governor anymore. Um, that's called a subsequent. So it's just kind of like the system they came up with. They don't really do like a voting system. They do more. It's not like a obviously it's not like a monarchy. It's like I put don't take it too seriously, the like logistics of the government in this story. It's supposed to be kind of like what the heck is going on here. It's supposed to kind of be like that. Um, but the governor picks who they want to be the next person because if everyone liked that governor, then they trust the governor to make the next good decision. So then people will like the next one. And then if they like the next one, they'll trust the next one to pick the next one. So it's kind of like a not like logistic thing, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of funny. Funny to me at least. Haha, funny to me. Um, um, but her subsequent that she picked to be governor after her, the only one in the council who picked an android to be her next in line, because he was a famous poet, and that was all. There was nothing else. There's no other reason. He was good at poetry, and she was like that. I also a little bit. This sounds super random, but I kind of wanted to give her like Pokemon trainer vibes. A lot of the governors kind of have those like, wow, you could totally be like the grass type in this situation. But oh, I made her eyes really low. Okay, well, I'll deal with that. Yeah, I don't really have any much of a good idea of like what I'm doing with her outfit. I don't. I didn't really have a whole lot in mind for her like I did for others. I did kind of just imagine her wearing like a giant carpet, I fear. Yes. Shapeless grandma. Well, yes. I don't know, because like her hair and her hat are kind of like the biggest attributes. Kind of wanted the rest of her to be like a little simpler. What is actually playing right now? This is not the music I picked out, by the way. It's kind of good, but it's not what I picked. Oh, right. Um, this is so silly. This is what I was looking for. Thank you. Okay. Um, are you like how I do my sketches? Thank you. They're really messy and they're not good, so I appreciate that. um, I do appreciate that. I don't often have much rhyme or reason. Hmm. I do kind of want her in these like big, like almost like bell bubble sleeves. I literally no idea what I'm doing with her dress, but she's almost a little witchy, not on purpose, but she's an accidental witch, which I think is a little funny. She's just like big nightgown vibes. I don't know. Maybe she has a little like. Maybe she has a little like belt that matches her like get up, kind of like with this stuff. She has a lot of like spikes on her. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some like kind of like I don't know. She looks a little Aztec-y, which is not what I was planning. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get rid of that. We'll find out. We'll see. She's looking less and less futuristic by the second, but that's fine. The futuristic label is very not like I'm not stressing myself out by staying super like it's in the future, it's sci-fi, it's whatever. Because I don't do a lot of sci-fi stories. Actually, this is probably my only sci-fi story I've ever done. Besides maybe like a superhero-esque story. I don't know. I don't do science fiction. Uh, doesn't really make sense to me. Uh, I don't even know what I do. I don't even know what genre I usually write in. I don't know. It's usually like real life, but like it's like a little funnier. Or like it's Epic Mickey. I don't know. That's kind of my only two and buts are or. As I either do real life or Epic Mickey. And well, yes. I wonder. I wonder if she would carry around like. Here's the thing: she is a lover of art and a lover of like poetry and stuff, but she doesn't do any of that. She doesn't do. I mean, she paints a little bit, but she just admires art. She's like a huge art admirer, so she doesn't. So I don't. I can't imagine her like traveling around with like a bunch of art supplies and stuff because she just. Ooh, sorry, she just likes art a lot. She doesn't really engage in art a lot. Um, I forget she had these like things going on. She's kind of emo, Loki. Let's be real. She's kind of emo. And what if I added these like little tassels so that when she walks, she makes it sound when she walks? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? A little like does that? You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know what? You know what I'm saying. I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. Um, when she walks, she does that. I don't know. I kind of like that. It kind of mirrors her hat a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of into this. Does she have actual earrings on? And she does. What? She's Diamond Queen, girl. Yeah, that's another thing I love doing is I love picking like a shape and like sticking with that shape for basically the entire design. Especially if I do a lot of like a group of designs like this. Everyone, oh, sorry, everyone has a super unique like design palette, super unique um like color palette, and they have like a shape that like really defines them. Um, I was gonna give an example. Hers are is like the straight edge of her hair and her round earrings. So I have a lot of like straight edges. Um, like oh, okay. Well, hold on. I have a lot of like straight edges like here and here to kind of like mirror her hair. But then I have this kind of like curve of her weird gloves to kind of like mirror that. Um, Same with see her. I only picked like three colors. I only have um, um, I literally only have like the purple, the blue, the yellow, and then the black. But her biggest colors are the blue and the yellow. And then for her, I kind of have this like triangle shape here. That I have that. I have reflected in her skirt. I have it reflected here. I have it reflected in the back. And I kind of have it reflected in her head, as well as her bows. I don't know why I'm picking these apart, but it's kind of fun seeing my own thought process. Because I think I do it very instinctually most of the time. Um, Hello? What? Oh. For him, a lot of it was this kind of like long diamond motif, as well as like the diamonds kind of a little bit everywhere, but you have like the sharp edges, but it's like very patterned oriented. So even like in his eyes and his glasses, you have a lot of repeated sharp edges, but a lot of them are a little bit range from being really thin to being really thick to kind of give a little bit of a dichotomy there. I won't go through all of them because I'm sure this is actually so boring for you. Um, so I'm just gonna go back to my silly little drawing. I think I'm gonna start on my second layer. Oop, shoot. Um, Goodbye. Oop. Um, don't mind me while I plug my laptop because my laptop dies after about 0 seconds of using it. Can you tell my laptop is really, really awesome and that my laptop actually has zero issues and actually works perfectly and actually has zero problems? Because it does. It has zero issues. It's perfect. I have no issues with I have no issues with it at all. So I miss Epic Mickey. Yeah, I think about her every day. Um, yeah, I love her so bad. Okay, let's get started on the more detailed sketch. I wanted her to have a little bit of a longer face than I gave her. She has this kind of huge schnoz. But I have a thing, I love giving people big noses. I love it so bad. Her eyes are a lot higher up. I feel want her to look almost like super tired, like, because she's kind of a sleepy gal, but she's not like, she's more like emotional. She's very dramatic, but in like a, less in like a blowing everything out of proportion, but in more like a Shakespeare, like, oh, that's so great. Oh, that's so, oh, so good, so poetic. Um, oh, I'm sure that makes perfect sense, and I have no more explaining that I need to do for you. I'm sure you have no questions about that. So. Mm. Oh, another thing I really wanted to do in this story is that everyone has very specific looking eyes. So everyone's like eyes just like look super unique based on their families. So like Naomi and Naomi and Isabella have the same eye look, but like someone like Sebastian has a different eye look, and then someone even like her has a different eye look, and so they're all super unique, and none of them make any sense because where's the fun in that? Um, Hello, new sub. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, new sub. Hello, Angel. So nice to meet you. Welcome to the tree house. Wow, new sub. Wow, that's so exciting. Welcome, welcome. You came just in time, and by that I mean to the channel, maybe not exactly to the stream, but to the channel. I'm gonna start kind of locking in and doing some more. So, glad you are here. Happy you are here. Always happy for new folks in the chat. Um, Speaking of my funny fun fact of the day, is that my coworkers at my job are trying to find my YouTube channel. They can't find it, which is hilarious because a bunch of them uh, follow me on Instagram. Um, for some reason, they still can't find it, which is so funny. Again, linked everywhere, and they still can't find it. And so I'm seeing how long it takes for them to find it. I don't particularly care, but I also don't particularly want all my coworkers seeing how cringe I am on the internet. Because I tend to kind of have a little bit less of a filter online. In a safe way, of course, but, you know, I get to talk about all my weird special interests. Only my coworkers knowing my silly stories. What does it look like again? I think she had two of them right here as well. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Bruh. Hmm. I don't know why the music got so sad. I put on like a 2 hour compilation, and I know I haven't been streaming for 2 hours. No, this really is just wow. Sorry for the sad, nostalgic music. This is not what I thought I put on, but I still like it. It doesn't really match the vibe. That's okay. It's kind of peaceful at about midnight, midnight a.m. Oh, okay, I don't know what's going on to my screen. I wonder if it's because I'm streaming. My tablet's like, what the heck, bruh? I'm over here and I'm like, yeah, okay. Anyway, if I ever like stop drawing for a second, I am looking over at my chat, which is on my phone, which is hilarious. Hello, Marvin. Hello, hello. I always love seeing the new people that I've never seen before. Maybe you're not new, but you're new to me. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Always happy to see new people. And always happy to see new folks. Yeah, my YouTube channel really took off a little while ago, about a year or two ago, for some stupid video I posted. Um, with literally no intention of like it going anywhere or like anything. I literally posted it just for fun. I got like a million views or something. So then I got like a bunch of followers, and I was like, I was literally never even intending on using my YouTube channel. It was just sort of like another platform for me to post my silly things. Um, and the reel wasn't even good. Like you can go find it. It's my most viewed reel, I'm pretty sure. It's not good. I have way better things on my channel. But it's just what reached farthest, I guess. I don't know. She's kind of giving like weird, like Zelda vibes. Does that make sense? Zelda core. Zelda, but she's in the future. That's kind of just like Breath of the Wild, Loki. That is kind of, you know what? Now that I think about it, that is kind of like what I imagine Sector F being like. Is a little bit like the like Zonai type stuff. Oh, or the Zonai type stuff. Ah, I didn't mean to be like actually raw dogging it on her hands right now. Oh my god, why is my tablet? Uh, yeah, sorry if I became like remarkably less interesting. I'm also like sitting on my floor, so I keep like repositioning myself. I've been sitting all day, um, so my legs really hurt. But that was my fault because I've literally been sitting on my bum all day. Sorry, I enter my flow state. Oh my gosh! Ah! I do like her hair. I am very happy with how her hair is turning out. I don't love my art style right now. I'm kind of in between styles. I have two styles that I work in. I have my toon style and then my not as toon style. It's still very toon inspired, but it's more like a toon anime, just what feels okay to me type style, which is what this story is in. My toon style I use basically now. I use my toon style almost exclusively for commissions and what will soon to be my art store. Um, okay, you can please stop doing that. Yay. Oh my gosh. What's going on? Um, I do mostly like almost always and use it for my um dude, people with fluffy hair, dude, that's the goat. Goat is in the chat, bro. Oh my god, guys, I don't know if you know, but I'm Apollo's biggest fan. This is true. If Apollo has 0 fans, I'm dead. You guys tell my headphones are dying because I keep getting oh my god, keep getting notifications about it. Dude, I love Apollo so bad. I mean, I have other favorites, trust me, but Apollo. I mean, Apollo's my OG. Apollo's my ride or die. I'm sorry, this is so true. I need you to know that I've been keeping up with ice cream antics unlike no one else. Um, everyone go check out their Instagram and their comics. They're really good. They're really funny and they're really good. And I get a lot of my comedic writing inspirations from them. This is true. Honestly, the people I follow on Instagram are literally like, man, like all my mutuals on Instagram, man, they're so good, dude. I get so much of my inspiration from them. And they're like, there's so many like mediums and stuff that I'm just like not good at, like just like drawing in or whatever. Um, Apollo moment in the chat. Sorry, I got distracted. She's drawing Apollo right now. That's very exciting. Oh my gosh. Bro, like all my mutuals are literally like they're kind of low key like super good, and I'm kind of like super chopped in comparison, but they really inspire me. All right, and I learned so much from my mutes, and I love them so bad, and they're so good. Well, yes. I don't know. I kind of like it. I like that she looks like she's wearing a bathrobe, which is something she totally would do. She would just come to like a meeting in a bathrobe, and they'd be like, "Did you want to dress up for this?" And she'd be like, "No." She is not the one with chronic sleep issues, though. That is Sector A, Dahlia. She has actual like sleep issues. She's always caught like snoozing. Um, I'm sure this chick has some poetic reason for why she kind of be dressed like that at all times. I don't know. I'd be sleepy if I was if I was a governor too. So, lucky I get it. Honestly, I kind of like it. It's a little simpler, but than some of my other ones. But thank you. I love her bathroom. Yes. Well, yes, and she's rocking her little bathroom. um. Again, she's not a good artist, and she's not even good at like. Obviously, she's not very good at like styling herself. But she is. But she is like a big like appreciate. Oh my God! Stop. She is like an appreciator of art. Oh my gosh, I'm about to lose my mind, bro. Um, so she like brings art with her wherever she goes, and she like sees it everywhere, but she doesn't necessarily like make it. Oh, okay, thank you. I am gonna assume it's doing that because I'm on stream because I've literally never done that. And I know it's not, you don't have a little mitten to cover your fat pinky or whatever. And it brushes all up against your screen. Yeah, I know. And I don't want one. I think those things are great for some people, but I got one and it was like too big and it kept sliding around and it pissed me off. I like when I can keep my hand still without me getting all slidey. I can't get slidey, bro. What even is this music right now? It's definitely not making me sleepy. I'm not getting sleepy at all. Dude! 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 No person loves Epic Mickey! Join Prescott right now! Hey, that's peak, by the way. I don't know if you do that, but that's peak. You should also you should actually be joining Prescott right now. That's awesome. Wait, this is just me being curious. I wonder what my last picture of Prescott I drew in this was. This is just for the chat. This is just for my new friend, um, my new friend Cricket in the chat. We're finding. There's no way this was my last picture of Prescott I drew, but this was a picture of Prescott that I drew. um, I mean, my terrible, terrible, cursed, bad, toxic my toxic heterosexual ship between Prescott and Felicity, bro. It's so bad. Toxic, toxic straight people. Anyway, that one's for you, chat. Love you bad. Okay, back on that grind. Ah. I love Scotty. Yeah, my Prescott Ita bag has just come together. So I'm hoping to get more keychains for it. But of course, I either have to commission them or make them, so it's a little bit of a slower process than just like buying some merch. But I have tons of pins. I have some pins I commissioned. I have some things that I made. I have a plushie somebody made for me online. Hey, that was one of the most amazing things ever. I literally rave about it to my friends all the time. Oh, but I have a oh my gosh, a literal Prescott plushie tied to my bag. He's perfect. He's beautiful. And I'm trying to find a day to go into the park, like into a Disney park with my bag and show her off. I don't know when, but it'll be someday. So, yay. Okay, I like it. I was unsure about making her design so simple at first, but I kind of think I like it. I think it makes sense for her character, and I like it a lot. Okay. It's my hot take. I do just be stealing colors. This is my favorite brush pack ever. If you do not have this brush pack, please go download this brush pack for Procreate right now. It's this Jing Sketch Basics, bro. It is my bread and butter. I love her so bad. Um, it is like the thing I use now. It might not be great. I might not use it correctly. That's what I meant. It is great. I love it. It's great. I might not use it correctly, but it's good. It's free and it's amazing. I have bought a brush pack before that is also amazing. But if you're not willing to spend $15 on a brush pack, um, you know, it's a bunch of downloadable brushes. There's so many free ones, but these free ones are kind of amazing. I love these so bad. Is that dark enough? Yeah, that'll be dark enough. See, I have my little settings. Well, you can't see them, but I promise you, I have my little settings over here. My little settings. My fun fact, in case you were wondering, is that my character, that's my that Sebastian in this story. So everyone in this story, oh, I just threw my pen. Everyone in this story was based on some of my favorite characters. Because I was like, why are all my favorite characters in separate medias? Why can't they all be best friends in one story and they all hold hands and they could all be mine? Physically, they all belong to me. I don't have to share them with anyone. So I made them for myself. They're not all based on someone, but they're definitely based on like characters and that I really like. Um, but my fun fact is that Sebastian is also based on Prescott. This is true. This is real. Sebastian has some Prescott in him. This is so real. Maybe that's why he's my favorite. Because Prescott's my favorite. I love Prescott so bad. Oh, guys, I'm gonna go back to my Prescott era. I can't do this, bro. Oh, I love him so bad. Okay, I'm locked in now. Um, Again, I every 2 seconds I have to switch positions on my floor. Bye, people with fluffy hair. Have a good night. And that sounds amazing. Clay Gus. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I had one point made a clay gremlin, just generic clay gremlin. Um, but I'm really bad at like molding clay, so he fell apart in about a couple of days. He did not last long, but oh my gosh, it was in fact the fault I counted. Okay, so my hot take is that if this is going to be glitching every 2 seconds, I might have to do something that's a little less important. Um, There we go. No! Ah. Sorry, I was in a flow state. Oh, flow state! No! Flow state, my two butt cheeks. Uh, Dude! Purple man is here. Purple guy. Is that the man behind the slaughter? Do we know? Chat, do we know? Ah, stupid lines. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I look, you see them everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume you were William Afton. Perhaps in another life. Um, we were all William Afton in another life. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, it's doing it. Stop. I'm going to assume it's because I'm like hooked up to 12 monitors. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Getting into TV Girl recently. I love some good TV Girl. Um, Sometimes sunny day, my windows are down, but I'm feeling kind of moody. Turn on some TV Girl. Ooh, I'm bopping to that. That's for sure. That's good. TV Girl is top 10 good things. Come on, Diva. What? Oh my gosh. You see what I mean? Sorry, prison. Oh my god, and you can see them everywhere. I'm so mad. Well, I can see them everywhere. I don't know if you can, but I sure can. And it's pissing me off. My AirPods are about to die. But that just means it's gonna come out of my speaker, which is fine. I guess I don't care. Getting confused when I put everything. Nope. Not what I meant. Well, are you guys excited for Tomodachi Life? Yes, of course. You could draw my Sona? Bro! Wait, are you being for real right now? Dude! Thank you so much! This is her alt form. I actually don't have a good, like, profile image of my kind of Sona redesign. I wanted to kind of make her a little bit like Hatsune Miku, to where, like, every lightly is canon. So, like, I could kind of draw her however I wanted to, depending on the circumstances, and it would just be how it is. Oh yeah, Chad's excited for Tomodachi Life. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Yeah. Ah, well, if you insist, guys. William Afton in Another Life is drawing my Sona, and I'm gonna put that on my resume. So, oh my god, thank you so much. Though honestly, I love my little gal, and I'm glad other people like her too. Again, I hope to do more little versions of her. I don't want it to just be like one kind of version. I want to kind of adapt her to like different things. So like this is not what my normal Sona kind of looks like. But it's like a version of her. I don't know. Again, every lightly is canon. So yes, put all the Epic Mickey characters in there. On the demo, I have a lot of I have a lot of demo files. This is just how it is. I have a lot of demo files. My one that I'm going to use when it comes out. A lot of my other ones are kind of like throwaway demo files. I just wanted to like play with the system. But the one I have is literally it's me and it's Prescott, and we're best friends on the island. Yep, and it's awesome. I love my Prescott me so bad. Um, and yeah, this is just the honest truth. Don't stop that. Oh, there's a random line down there. Thank you so much, Purple Man. Oh my gosh. That actually means so much to me. I will keep an eye out on your community board. Thank you so much. Yes! Allow Prescott to be the fourth. He shall be the fourth. You know, I've made so many so far. I made a bunch of people from this story that I'm working this one that I'm doing right now. I literally made a file that's just Naomi, Skyra, and Sebastian. Um, and then Naomi immediately fell in love with Skyra, and I was like, bruh, okay. Bro, right in front of Sebastian, by the way. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. It's kind of canon. No! Ugh. See what I mean? Balls. Oh yeah, baby. We are locked in. Have I heard of Doctor Nowhere? I don't think. Like, it sounds oddly familiar, but also I don't think so. I don't want to act like I know and then not know, and then you ask me like a trivia question, and I'm like, "Bleh." So, huh? Well, not all winners. Yeah, gonna come back to Hami later. Music's kind of good. Ba, ba, bow. Ba, bow. Bow. Bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, I was like, what am I even? I do this with like tree, like when I get to my lining a lot. I just start like putting lines over my sketches. I'm like, what am I even lining right now? Dude, I noticed that too with the Mies, where like because they're trapped in their houses, all their friendships start going down. And I'm like, well, yeah, duh, they're trapped in their house, bro. Of course their friendship's gonna go down. They're in isolation right now. I do love creepy analog horror videos. I think I have heard of the boiled one. I gotta go check him out then. Gotta go check him out. Bum, 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 bum. Chat, I'm so curious. I'm so curious right now. What is a trope, or not a trope? What am I thinking of? What is a, yeah, I'll say trope. What's a trope in media you wish you saw more? What is a trope in media you wish you saw more? I'm curious because in this story that I'm working on, I'm really again I'm trying to do like satirical kind of like caricatures of tropes, but I'm also trying to do tropes that you don't see as often or like representation of things you don't see as often. Not for the sake of this sounds bad. I would no, I wouldn't say that. I would say um just to like give people something new. More purple characters, and I can make that happen. I fear the purple man says I should make more purple characters, and my Sona is purple, so I feel like I have to answer when I hear the call, I must answer, and I'm being summoned. So, well, yes. More purple characters, totally valid. Oh my god, look at all these stupid lines. Because of my stupid glitchy tablet, bro. A stupid Chungus life. Like her hair looks a little bit like confetti. She's like a little pinata. Less traumatized characters. I love that. So my main character in this story is actually my two main, well, not my two main characters, the two sisters who are like the main sisters of the story. Super normal, like untraumatized. Like they have issues that they work through, but they're like some of my least traumatized characters I've ever read. Like my main girl Naomi, she just wants to help people. And only not even really that. She just like is a military general. She just likes things running smoothly. Why? That's how she was raised. She didn't her dad passed away, but she had her mom was like super present, and so she just like worked through that with her mom who was just super emotionally present and healthy, and she kind of was able to work through that. It doesn't really bother her anymore. She's like that, and then like her sister Isabelle, also not a lot of trauma because she was not alive when her dad was alive. So she never met her dad. So it's kind of like, oh, I never met my dad, but like my sister and my mom are like everything, and they're so nice, and they're so supportive, and I live a cool life. I feel bad I never got to meet my dad. I can't mourn with my mom and my sister, but that's kind of it. Otherwise, we're just kind of like dudes. Now, I do have very traumatized people in this story. However, those two are not members of the trauma party, the trauma train, as you may say. Ah, oh my goal is to at least get this lining done before the stream ends. But oh my god, I am actually. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm just literally suffering right now. Okay, I gotta lock in. Chat, I gotta lock in. All three of you, I got locked in just for you. I did not like finish drawing her hand under your device. You guys have one really meaty hand. I didn't know that's where her arm was supposed to be, but That's where it is now. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. In case you guys are wondering, it has just hit um just in case you guys I give you guys give you guys some context. It just hit 1 a.m. here. Um I am an early sleeper. I am a sleeper. People are always like, you're a night person, you're a morning owl. I am not. I am a sleeper. I would rather be asleep in almost every situation. Because why would I be awake when I could be snoozing? Taking the best nap of my life? Yes, please. See, and then after this, my sleep's gonna taste so good. So it's worth it. Chat, it's worth it. Oh, I'm locked in right now. Just gonna stay locked. Bro! Oh, I kept. Okay, okay. All the rest of it is I've kind of gotten all the intricate parts down. So if only I had this kind of passion on my commissions, bro. Oh, I'm getting sloppy. I feel it. I'm getting sloppy. Ooh, first guy is low key kind of a Muppet. He's very Muppet coded, that's for sure. What denomination am I? I don't really associate with denominations. I wouldn't even consider myself non-denominational. I just don't like the idea of denominations. I probably would say I guess I am non-denominational, but I think that also in a weird way comes with a lot of its own connotations, which I also don't necessarily like falling into either. Um I just kind of do a lot of my own research. Um I just sort of